I have tried gaming on all sorts of refresh rates and monitors. I have used 60Hz displays, 120Hz TVs, 144Hz monitors, or even 240Hz monitors all the way up to 500Hz. But recently I found myself gaming the most on TV. But there's only one problem. My current TV is capped at 120Hz, and honestly, I'm kinda addicted to high refresh rates. So today we're gonna be upgrading to this, the Hisense U7SG. So this is a 4K mini LED gaming TV with a native 165Hz refresh rate. And the goal today is simple. I want to find out how much performance we can get out of a TV setup, and can it feel as good as a gaming monitor, or is it just really a nice TV? Let's find out. Hold my beer. Now, while we get this TV unboxed, let me tell you why this specific TV caught my eye. Like we said, this TV is a 4K mini LED TV, which I've never tried a mini LED TV before, and Hisense is calling the display tech on this the High QLED Mini LED Pro. So we're expecting it to be Pro. That basically, instead of using like normal backlight like usual TVs, mini LED uses a ton of much smaller lights behind the panel. Like I'm talking thousands of much smaller lights behind the screen, and it groups them into hundreds independently, and they control the dimming zone, which allows each zone to adjust its brightness on its own, giving it far more precise local dimming than regular TVs. So in theory, it means deeper black, a better contrast, and better highlights, which is supposed to give us a much punchier gaming experience. Now the question is, how do I take this thing out of the box without breaking it? Please don't fall, please don't fall. Professional YouTuber. It's actually not heavy. That TV was way heavier. Wow. The design is sleek. Gently lay it down. One of the other really interesting parts about why I chose this TV is actually the price, because you're getting 165Hz natively, mini LED, and it does not break the bank. I don't know what it's currently selling for, but I'll throw the price up here because I think it's affordable for the specs you're getting. Oh wow, this is a really nice remote. Look at that. And it comes with the batteries. In this economy, this is great. Please tell me it's backlit. It is backlit. Can't really see it, but I'll show you a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah? Oh, there you go. That's a win. Oh, wow. Now this is a stand. So I actually really like the style of the stand because it is in the middle of the TV and it feels like more balanced. The bottom base right here, it's like full on metal, and the legs too are really high quality. So it's a pretty straightforward install. You got to put the screws on the bottom and then mount it to the back of the TV. Here's one of the coolest things that I realized while installing the stand. There's actually multiple holes on the back, so you can decide the height of the TV just with the stand that comes with the box. Gently. Let's do some peeling. Before we even turned on, some first impressions, the build quality is actually very impressive. The finish on the edge right here is like high quality, and the finish, whatever coating they have on this thing, it's like a matte finish, and he's sitting right there. There's a lot of lights right here, and like it's not very reflective compared to like the TV I had before. This is very impressive. Now let's turn it on. Now moving to more spec based, ports wise, you get 4 HDMI inputs with high speed, so you can utilize the 165Hz. You get 2 USB ports, one 3.0, one 2.0. You get an Ethernet port, a coax port, and an audio port for your speakers if you want to install some. Speaking of speakers, we'll test them out in a little bit, but this TV comes with a 2.1.2 surround sound. There's 2 speakers on the side and a bass in the middle, and there's also 2 speakers at the top, so you're gonna get an immersive surround sound. We'll test that in a little bit. Now let's set up the OS, which this thing has a built-in Google TV support, so you just scan this thing, set it up on your phone, and you're good to go with your Google account. So let me do that myself real quick.
A few moments later.
Setup literally took us a few minutes, and this thing gets bright, you guys. Look at this thing. We're in a very well lit room. There's windows over there. All the lights are on, and it looks like good. And it looks very, very bright. And one thing that I noticed right away is whatever processing is happening right here is extremely fast. I mean, look at this. Is immediate, which is something that I love and need in every TV, because if you buy a TV that's new, you want it to feel like it's new, and this does the job. But even just from the menu itself, I can tell the 165 refresh is happening. Listen, I'm telling you, I can sense the high refresh rate. So to utilize the 165Hz, I actually plugged in my gaming PC, which has an RTX 5080, so it should get us 165Hz. Oh my gosh, this thing is bright. Look at that. There's a whole section just for gaming, game settings like contrast and black levels, instant game response, which is ALLM, which is really cool. You can turn on and off. And there's AMD FreeSync Premium. So you can have FreeSync between your TV and your PC. That is pretty sick. So we're gonna try to push this TV to 165 Hertz by getting 165 FPS out of this thing. But when you go to HDMI, there's a setting called Enhance Pro, which basically says if your device can give us the frames that we can show, press that. Boom. Boom. Okay, now to show you guys that we're actually using the 165 Hertz, we're changing the display output to 165 Hertz. So keep changes. Now we're running 165 Hertz on this TV. We have a FPS counter right here. Let's do some gaming. Look at the color. Oh. Of course, the first game that we're gonna be testing is Forza Horizon 6.
Welcome back, sausage.
That's my name, Sausage. Of course. 180 FPS. Holy smokes. Bro, this looks so good. It seriously feels like a monitor. Yeah, we're casually just gaming at 180 frames. Okay, so I've spent the last 10 minutes dialing in the settings. We are hitting 160 FPS right there. When I went from 60 to 120 Hertz was huge for me, and I wasn't sure about going to 165 Hertz, but this feels like a gaming monitor. That is like really the best description I can give you guys. I've never thought I can get the same feeling from a TV that I get from a gaming monitor. It feels like faster, really responsive. I realized that this TV has VRR enabled too, so you get variable refresh rate and LLM setting, and it is FreeSync compatible. So really, this is just a huge gaming monitor. Now here's the thing, the guy who's filming right now hasn't tried this yet. I tuned the settings, everything looks good, the blacks look really good, everything's noticeable, and the first thing that he said, hey, do you want to talk maybe a little bit about how good it still looks while all the lights are here and while the window is open? I'm like, hey, that is a really good point. Most of the gaming when I'm doing on the TV, the lights are off, but now the lights are on and this TV looks extremely bright. Everything looks really good in this well-lit area. Now I'm gonna trade positions with the guy that's filming right now, who's my friend. He's actually gonna do some gaming and you're gonna hear his thoughts.
It's insane. No TV that I've ever touched can respond to my thumb that quickly. Like for FPS, I'm more of an FPS gamer than like a car gamer. This, I could crush some Halo right now, I can feel it.
What do you think?
That's crazy. And then with the responsiveness of the...
Doesn't it feel like a monitor?
Yeah.
It sounds good. It sounds really good. Oh, that looks crazy good. I never thought I'd be playing at 165 Hertz. So, FPS approved?
Oh, come on.
Bro's in the zone.
I'm about to get a kill. Ready? He's gonna peek me.
Show me. What a kill. So after doing our gaming test, gaming on a mini LED is actually noticeable because usually on a weaker display, the black areas look kind of grayed out and you lose detail in the colors with higher movement. But what we've both noticed that we did not notice any of that while playing on this TV. It seriously felt like a gaming monitor. All the colors stay bright no matter what the movement is, no matter what you're looking at, especially in fast movement or non-fast movement. So the darker area stayed dark and stayed consistent, bright areas stayed the same. There was no weird flickering or weird look. So I think that is contributed to the mini LED technology that is in this Hisense TV, which honestly, I'm a big fan. Now behind the scenes, there's stuff that is happening in the background and the image in real time. And Hisense calls it the HiView AI Engine Pro, which this basically analyzes the scene that you're watching and in real time adjusts the brightness, the contrast, and the detail to make your picture look its best based off of the scene. And you don't even notice that it's happening. Like, have you noticed anything? Like, it just looks natural and it looks really good. Now color-wise, this TV has the high QLED Color Plus with the Pantone validation, which makes the colors very vibrant and look natural, especially when it comes to skin tone. Like when we were just watching soccer, you can see that the skin tone looks really good and natural on all the players in different colors. One of the other things that we notice about this TV is the sound system. So this TV has a 2.1.2 surround system with the bass in the middle that actually sounds good. Very punchy, very clear. We were just listening to some music, roll the tape. Yes, I'm very good dancer. Okay, now for the conclusion. If you're somebody who's a very competitive gamer and does a lot of esports gaming, I would say stick to an actual desk with a very high refresh monitor. But if you're somebody like me who's still competitive but likes to be a couch potato but wants the premium experience, this TV is definitely gonna be it, because you're gonna be getting the highest refresh rate you can get on a TV, a lot of features for gaming, extremely good colors as you can see with really good dark areas and bright area management, and the local dimming looks really good. And I answered my own question, did it feel like a gaming monitor or a fancy TV? I think it felt like both. I'll see you guys in the next video. This tiger's about to eat me. Wanna fight? Bro, he looks good.